This might be the fastest hair growth drug we've ever seen. 5 weeks, not 5 months. But here's the real question. Is ET02 a breakthrough or just another overhyped experiment? Right now, everyone in the hair loss world is talking about ET02, a new experimental drug that claims to regrow hair faster than Minoxidil without touching hormones. No DHT blocking, no sexual side effects, and potentially a completely different way to treat hair loss. Sounds too good to be true? Let's break it down. Most treatments today focus on two things: lowering DHT or stimulating follicles. But ET02 takes a very different approach. Its key ingredient is something called RS5441, a PAI1 inhibitor. Now, what is PAI1? It's a protein involved in blood clotting, but more importantly, it's strongly linked to cellular aging. When PAI1 levels go up, your hair follicle stem cells become less active. They basically fall asleep. And when that happens, hair stops growing. So instead of fighting hormones, ET02 is trying to wake those stem cells back up. Think of it like this. Minoxidil pushes the hair. Finasteride protects the hair. But ET02 is trying to reboot the system itself. That's why this is being called a regenerative approach, not just a treatment. Now here's where things get interesting. In a phase 1 clinical trial, the study only had 24 patients divided into 3 groups and treated for just 4 weeks, with 1 week follow-up. And the results? The 5% ET02 group showed about a 600% increase in non-vellus hair count versus placebo. And it also showed measurable improvement in hair thickness. Let me say that again. 600% more terminal hair growth in just 5 weeks. That is extremely fast. Some reports even claim this outperformed 4 months of Minoxidil. However, and this is important, this was not a direct comparison study. So we can't confirm whether it was really that stronger than that of Minoxidil. But still, these numbers are hard to ignore. Let's put this into perspective. Minoxidil works for many patients, takes 3 to 6 months to see the effect, and has modest regrowth. Finasteride slows hair loss effectively, but has side effects that people are scared of. ET02? If the data holds up, it could potentially work faster, work through a different pathway without sexual side effects, and maybe even help people who don't respond to current treatments. That's why the hype is so strong right now. But now, let's come back to reality. This was a phase 1 trial. That means very small sample size, only 8 patients per group with very short duration. This is not enough to prove real-world effectiveness. There are still major unknowns. 1. What happens after 3 months? 2. Does the effect plateau? 3. Do patients shed after stopping? 4. Does it work in advanced hair loss? 5. And most importantly, how does it compare when tested head-to-head? Also, androgenetic alopecia is still largely driven by DHT sensitivity. So even if ET02 reactivates stem cells, it may not fully replace treatment like finasteride. At least not yet. Even experts are cautious. Some dermatologists have called the early results unprecedented. But at the same time, everyone agrees on one thing. We need larger, longer studies. So here's the honest take. ET02 is one of the most exciting hair loss drugs in development right now. But it is not a cure. Not yet. Think of it as a high potential early stage breakthrough. Something to watch closely and not something to rely on today. If you want real evidence-based updates on new hair loss treatments, subscribe. Because I'll break down what actually works and what's just hype. And trust me, in hair loss, that difference matters.